Hello. Today on the channel we're going to be talking about ChaCha20 and Poly1305, modern day symmetric cryptology. This is a high performance encryption and authentication for the modern web, for mobile devices, for VPNs, for the Internet of Things. Like, there's huge implications for this. So this is a symmetric key cryptology, basically, which means that you take a plain piece of text, you take the key, you smush them together, and then you have encrypted text. And then you take that encrypted text and you take the key and you smush them together, and you have unencrypted text. There's performance advantages between this and asymmetric, which is public key, private key. But there's also advantages between like this and AES, where it has the block ciphers and it takes up a lot of calculations in time. But this one is a streaming cipher, so everything is in real time, getting encrypted right there. So it's best for large volumes of data, real-time communications, IoT. So think VPNs, think private streaming Zoom meetings, think mobile baking apps. Okay, lots of uses here. There's some modern protocols designed around this. The traffic layer security 1.3 in WireGuard. So if you're configuring your router on layer 3 VPN, these are some of your options. ChaCha20 plus Poly1305. So we haven't discussed what Poly1305 yet. We're still talking about just ChaCha20, but then put together really makes this CIA triad, which is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. But it's also like we like to call in the cybersecurity world, non-reputation or authenticity. So together, that's how you're getting private, only intended for the people it's meant for. It's unaltered and it's authentic. Like, it's got the whole triangle and then some. So 1305 message authentication. This is a hashing thing. It's out of the hashing family. For those that aren't familiar with what a hash is, it's a way to ensure that something is what it says it is. Everything gets hashed into a certain value, and then you can take these values and you can compare them. But in this case, this is slightly different. This is for this one-time use number that gets hashed and it gets encrypted with it. We'll see more about that here in a second. Just before we get there, though, I want you to think of Poly1305 like putting a special seal on a letter. So think like a king sending a message to his army. He rolls up the message, he puts his little Caesar cipher on it, and he puts a seal on it like, hey, this is from King whatever. Let's talk about the ChaCha20 algorithm for a sec. Input requirements: it takes a 250-bit key. It's got 32-bit rounds. The 96-bit nuance is just a number only used once. This is the Poly1305, and then you take your plain text. So the initial state is just like a 4x4 matrix of 32-bit words. For those familiar with DES, this is pretty similar. Here's a picture of it. And you can see row 1 is the contents, row 2 and 3 are the 250-bit key, and then the counter and the number you only use once, or Poly1305. We've got the encryption process. This is how we're going to go through the initial state, through the ChaCha rounds, the 52-bit key stream. We're going to XOR it with the plain text and then into the cipher block. We'll pad it if we need to, if it's under 512 bits. So simplicity's best, right? KISS, keep it stupid Keep it simple, stupid. It's just an inverse of each other on the encryption and decryption. It's a block by block information in real time, operation in real time. We got the ChaCha20 quarter round here. And this is just kind of an example of how the function is, but it'll be 20 of these rounds. So we got the security features here. It's a stream cipher. Each bit is encrypted with a unique key stream. You know, it's got a large key space, 2 to the 256 power of possible keys. The nuance is just, you know, this is a number you only use once, as long as that you don't reuse the same key in the encryption, right? You're fine. The Poly1305 prevents tampering. It's that unique hash that we talked about, and it's just it's resistant to timing attacks. So it's software friendly. It's hardware efficient, right? It's really good on running on our thinner, smaller devices, opposed to these monsters we had back at the beginning of the computer era. It's really cool. So in summary, ChaCha20 and Poly1305 hashing gives you like the highest performance, strong security, authentication, wide adoption. Like, you can find this protocol everywhere and all sorts of stuff, and it's super efficient. It's efficient. So this is the future of symmetric cryptography, and I'm glad I was able to give you the high level overview of this today. Have a great day.